All right, well, it's Saturday morning, probably about 8 or so. And as you might see behind me, looks like we got a little bit of an overcast to start today. So it's a cool morning. That's always nice. I'm out here with the dog, of course, first thing. But today we got a little bit of finishing up work to do on the girls' bedroom. I'll be putting in a wall-mounted table and a 5-tier bookshelf. So we're headed back now to get breakfast, and we'll be starting that project here. Oh my God. Got lion prides all over here. And Johnny's nose. What can you say? It's the nature of the beast, I guess. All right, we'll get this going. All right, so the mess begins. Give me an idea of what that shelf's gonna look like. Let's turn that box over. Let's see what that picture looks like. All right, this is the 5-tier bookshelf that's gonna be going in. And Julian now has everything out that he's gonna need. You have the tools you need? Are you gonna need tools? Not sure yet? Alright. So I'm gonna let them get started with this. And we're gonna get the hanging table. Alright, I got the hanging table laid out now. Let's take a look at what we got on that one. Here's what it looks like with the instructions. I have the table laid out now, pretty much how it's gonna go. It's gonna break down in sections. So the first thing that's gonna happen here is we're gonna get all our hinges laid in here, and then we'll be ready to go from there. All right, let's see how this is gonna go. All right, you'll have to excuse my noisy household here, but it is Saturday, so let's start this off with the basics, okay? We're going to start off with hinges and screws, and they have them labeled. The hinges are A's, all right? And the size screws we'll be using are labeled B, all right? So let's look at what we got here. We're gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver. I believe I have an attachment for that right here. And as soon as I can get these open, we'll get that going. Alright? So, I'm gonna start off with a handful of them out there on the table. And I'm terrible at this when it comes to peeling things off of little small packages, but here we go. I think we got a couple out. I'm going to see if we can't line these up the way they would go. Okay. I'm going! I want to see. I got them! Well, it turned out to be quite a few screws here, so I didn't want to spend all day putting this together, so I had to get out my trusty Craftsman wheel to help with the work here, and just to get it down a little bit quicker. All right. Alright, I think we got all the hinges we need done for this right now. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so here's your diagram, and here's what we got laid out. Now, here's part 2. See anything wrong yet? It looks like, from what I can tell, mainly because of these 2 holes, that this piece needs to go over here, and this one back over here. So let's get that changed around and see what we're looking like after that. Okay, I think we got the part turned around to where it properly needs to be placed. We get these last couple of screws in, and we'll take another look at it here. All right.
All I need to do is find a rope.
Rope. As you can see, I get all kinds of distractions. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's gonna be noisy. It's a noisy house. And that's just the reality of it all. What are you doing? So while everybody's doing what they're doing, Emma, she's gonna be getting ready to go out, spend some time with her parents, and celebrate her birthday a little bit today while we get this taken care of for her. So alright. So now that's done. We'll take a look and see what we got going on here. Alright. Should be able to see the difference right off here. Now we have the 2 poles next to the larger plank like it's supposed to be, which is where we're at as of now. So we're gonna start building in all these parts, and we're gonna be looking for, let's see, we got the E's and F's, I's, and the C's. I believe that's what we're looking at. There you go. C, E, F, I. C, E, F, I. Alright, I think we're ready. Alright, what we're looking at now are these 2 slide modules that go along the side here, as replicated here in the assembly diagram. So that's where we're at right now. Got this one here in. Just simply need to hand tighten them down for right now. So let's get that one in down there. I think that's it. Did we find the hole? There it is. Okay. I think we got those in. So we're doing pretty good. We got our middle piece also installed in and our 2 slider rails. It looks like the next part of our assembly is going to take us to the wall. I believe we'll be putting together our cross fittings and mountings for the wall. So we'll see where that takes us here next. Okay, now for the next section, which would have been the T section. I now have it all designed and put together. Right? That's the number 3 diagram. And where it goes from there, number 4 is basically showing you how to set it up and mount it to the wall before actually installing it onto the desk, which I plan to do. But before we get there, I want to go ahead and jump ahead just a little bit, not far, but just enough to get us set up here on the number 6 diagram. We want to get our angle piece and get our hinges set up on that. So that's where we're at now. All right, one more screw here. And there we have it. That's gonna hold your table. The surface is gonna sit across there, I'd imagine. And that's our T-square support that we're gonna use for the desk, or table rather. All right. I'm doing a check on one of the other projects we got going.
Have me pick up your chalk.
Julian in here working on the 5-tier bookshelf. Looks like he's starting to bring it down the home stretch there. How's it coming, Julian? Good? How's it coming? How's it coming? Oh, he's got earplugs in, so he can't hear me. What'd you mess up on?
I did not know that this.
So I'm getting closer to finishing up the table project, but I won't make any real progress in the room until he's done. So I'll be waiting on it. Okay. So the next thing you want to do, and this is before I even go ahead and mount the piece to the table itself, I'm going to bring the T-brace section into the room, and I'm going to go ahead and get it level as I can and marked off. So I'm gonna need to use this leveler and hopefully be able to see how we're sitting there. And get that bubble right where we need it. I think that's it right there. Then again, I could be wrong. Down a little bit. Right in there looks about right. Can't rightly see the bubble yet because I didn't bring my glasses with me. Wouldn't you know it? So we're gonna hit mark it off just so that we know where we're at on the line. So we're gonna go with that and call that level. Sound about right to you? Let's see. All right. So now that I have the start of a mounting hole, I'm gonna go ahead and take my screwdriver and see what I can do about actually getting a hole in that area there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these hollow wall mounts that they send you with the assembly. And they label those G, I believe. Yeah. So let's get one of those in the wall. Right there. So I think we should be able to fit it right there. Okay. And that'll be the start of those. And I'm gonna do the same thing all the way across and get our TV mounted. Okay. So the next course of action, of course, we're gonna back up one step because we jumped a step. When we did this, we jumped ahead. And then we took our mounting piece, this one, and we went in there and we did the hole in the wall to make sure we were gonna mount up right, okay? So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take and get our wall mount mounted to the table, okay? And for that, I see I'm gonna need a few H-dowel pieces. That's the H-dowels that are gonna go in there. And of course, I believe we got some D-size screws, the D size. So, and with that, we should be ready to go. All right. So first, let's see if we can't get these dowel pieces to line up. I see that they're gonna go in these holes, right there, and right there, and then we're gonna drop them in. And there we go. Oh, that's perfect right there. Now next thing, of course, will be to actually run our D screws from one end to the other. Let's get these in. Wrong way. There. Alright. I like to go from one side to the other to make sure that we're going to be lining up alright on both sides. So I'll do one there and one here. All right. So far, so good. Alright, and then that will be followed up with two 90-degree angles for more support. These two right here. Alright, and it looks like we got one going right there, and the other one right over there. Huh? Alright. And those are gonna take B screws. These. That's these suckers right here. Let's get a couple of those in there. Alright. Take my time with those. I don't want to get it stripped or running in kind of sideways or anything. So I'm trying to take my time and letting the motor run real slow as we get that into the wood. Alright, let me get all these done and we'll get this thing into the wall here in just a minute. Alright, next we're gonna try to get this thing up in there. You see the hole? I'll come down this way. Come down. It's right in there. Looking for the line. See that line? No, we're not gonna make it. Hold it up. Hold it up. All right. Where's the other needle? That's not a needle. All right. All right, hold that up. That's fine. That hole down there. Here we go. We'll bring it down. Here, you can see what's going on under here. Hopefully. All right. That is
Get on here.
there.
Yeah, it's right here. Oh, I thought it's right here. That one or this one?
Is there a hole there?
Yeah, I didn't know where you are. This too.
Yeah, we want this one down here.
Alright, this one right here.
All right. Make sure it's on the line because that's gonna be level. All right. Well, I think that's it. It's in. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but that's it right there. Let's see what it looks like. All right. That's how we pull it up. Let's get this done. We're gonna take a look at exactly how this table's supposed to work. pull it out, and then you pull the actual brace for it out. Lift it. Oh, there's your table.
Yay!
All right. All right, that's done. So check this out. The table can be shortened. To make it shorter, you slide these little slides back. Boom, there you go. You got half a table. And then pull it back up. Slide your little moving parts back up. There you have it. You got your full table back. Pretty cool, huh? So here is the 5-tier bookshelf that I thought would be going in the room, but it is not. So therefore, there will be more work done. I got a dresser to build, and that will come soon.